don't run away from your feelings, babe. Don't be afraid, don't be ashamed, don't hesitate to say.
Okay.
But the purple is a sativs, and you're going to want to do that to be chats.
Purple sativa.
Yeah.
So sativa is the one that's a little bit more energy.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to take a 5 milligram sativa.
Yes.
Take it, and then you going to take it?
Yeah, I'll take one. Sure.
You take one. Chris and Eddie show is going to start about 15 minutes. I'm going to let it kick in.
All right.
You know what it is, babe? Are these like
How delicious were they?
amazing? Are they
Denver,
FDA
babe.
approved?
Denver. Oh, this is all on the up and up.
Great.
And what was the dose?
It was 5.
Oh, okay.
But to be honest with you, I'm going to smoke a little as well.
Okay, good.
You know what? Because I want to give you guys an experience. So am I. Have 911 on deck. Oh, and we got brown sugar pie. Oh.
I was gonna clean my room, but then I had babed. Ooh, I was gonna get up and find the broom, but then I had babed. My room is still messed up, and I know why. Why, man? Hey, cause I had babed. Because I had babed. Because I had babed. Wow, this is great. We're doing the Chris and Eddie show. Woo! And Sal Vulcano is my guest, my BFF for life. I took an edible, 5 millis. I'm fucking smacked. A milli.
I'm eating brown sugar pie from the Pearl in Columbus, Ohio.
Brown. No, that's not. Brown sugar. Another day. You know who that sings that? Hey, brown sugar.
Led Zeppelin?
I didn't even think you were going to take a guess that good. It's the Stones.
The Stones.
I also took an edible, and I also smoked a little bit, and I'll tell you right now.
You feeling it?
I was about to sing Wild Horses. I was about to go, brown sugar. And I'm like, that's not the song. Wild Horses is another Stones song.
Brown sugar is better than white sugar. So this is not that unhealthy.
That's actually true, right? Brown sugar is why it's not refined.
Brown sugar ain't refined.
Now, Chris has been going to the gym, everybody,
Organic?
but he's also been running through some apps, no?
Well,
Who's running through apps?
Oh, God.
All right, Ben. You ready for this?
You mind if I have a lozenge? Will that be annoying if I have a lozenge?
Every morning on this tour, I've woken
Every
up.
morning when I wake up, there's a bing bang bang on my girlfriend's four-post bed. I know she loves me and she know that I could do something that's and got in front of me, turn me around again, and I wouldn't do it again.
Every morning there's a...
What's the name of that song? Every morning? Shut the door, baby. Don't say
What is it, baby? Sugar Ray,
Ray.
who hosts on Sirius XM now.
You said every morning, and not just...
Every morning, babes, I've been going to the gym. I've been trying to run 2 miles. I've been doing 200 push-ups, 200 pushies, 200 sitties, and also trying to lift weights. And every single morning, I've gone to the gym at 7 a.m., and every single morning, Homeless Pimp has been there an hour before me.
He's a beast. A man's a beast.
Homeless Pimp.
He's not a man.
I have to edit clips.
He's a machine.
We've been on the road with Homeless Pimp for the last 6 days, and I'm as God as my witness. In 6 days, he's eaten 3 strips of grilled chicken and drank 49 beers, and he's taken 1 shower, folks.
Yep.
And because I stay in the room with him, and it's a sight to be seen. But babe, we've been having.
He consumes lettuce like a motherfucker, right?
Like a motherfucker, like he's a rabbit, dude.
Yeah.
Literally, Homeless Pimp is the homeless rabbit.
One time I was sent to the store to buy lettuce, and I bought cabbage. Can you tell the difference between lettuce and cabbage?
Yeah.
In the raw state, like in the supermarket aisle state. They look similar to me. Yeah.
What's lettuce in Spanish?
Oh.
Lechuga.
Lechuga?
Lechuga. Lechuga, you think you are. Cabbage and lettuce are both green vegetables that have many layers of leaves. However, cabbage is tougher and contains less water than lettuce does. Cabbage is typically boiled or steamed or used in coleslaw. Yeah. Lettuce is known for being crunchy, which is why is it used in salads or on burgers.
I'll tell you right now, cabbage outside of a slaw is just not good. We shouldn't be eating it. I feel like it should be one of those greens that we aren't supposed to eat.
I would say in
like
my life,
clover.
If I had to be honest with you right now, in my entire 37 years of living, I've eaten coleslaw maybe 3 times.
I ordered it today. You turned it down.
I turned it down. I ate all the cornbread. I ate all the mac and cheese. I ate the fucking pickles. but I'm not Chrissy Coleslaw.
Yeah, why is that?
Because it doesn't speak to me.
Are you not a mayo person as well?
No, I love mayo. I'll lick it right out of the jar. Shout out Hellman's.
Okay, shout out Hellman's. I am not a huge mayo fan, but if it's sparse and it's done right in a coleslaw, I enjoy it. But there's also slaw without mayo that's really gangbusters. Outside of that, though, the cabbage is a hot shit.
Can we get a gangbusters count, Pimp? That's the first gangbusters time you say gangbusters. Can we get a gangbusters count for the episode? Thank you. In its origins, and it can be traced back as far as the ancient Romans, my friends, served a dish of cabbage, vinegar, eggs, and spices. The Dutch, who founded New York State, grew cabbage around the Hudson River that they used in a shredded cabbage salad they called coleslaw. Cool means cabbage, and slaw is salad.
Oh.
Wow, cool. That means cabbage. When we say you're cool, we're really saying you're cabbage.
Coleslaw.
Coleslaw.
Coleslaw. No, coleslaw.
Coleslaw. Oh,
but how does that even?
What kind of weed was that? Because that edible, I tasted the weed in the edible.
But right, but it wasn't gross, right? And then also the tart, the fruitness of it was really, really powerful. Right?
It was honestly, I could have eaten 2 or 3 of them, and I've had
Delicious.
3 vodka sodas.
Yeah.
So I am what we call samacked.
Now, Sal,
That's from
Pimp is getting skinnier as the show goes on.
It's like the movie Thinner. by the end of it, he's gonna look
Pimp's
like fucking
pants
DJ Qualls.
Pimp, I've said it a million times, but the sunflower pants look like the coronavirus, and I want to vaccinate your pants. Can I put little masks all over the sunflowers?
Do it. But Sal, I did want to ask you, because we're on the Eddie show, what was your worst high?
Oh, I've had many.
No, but is there one that sticks out?
Is there one where it's like you're just too paranoid, you're just freaking out?
Yeah. There was two where I was like literally being like I like almost like crying, being like I would like this to end. When is this going to end?
Wait, can you give us background?
Yeah. One time I was at my house. One time I was at my girlfriend's house. One time. When edibles were the Wild West, now they're regulated. They're, obviously, and that edible you ate was from Denver. That's some good stuff. Anywho,
unbelievable. Now, did it travel legally here, or did it travel in your anal cavity?
Absolutely illegally.
Nice, nice. A Sal Vulcano anal cavity edible is what I ate. 5 mils.
So one time my friend, he's a great guy. He took drugs. We used to go to these clubs in the city, like. I mean, I can't believe I went to these places, but like Tunnel, Sound Factory, all that stuff. And my friend one time, he had drugs on him inside the club. And I said, how the hell did you get by? Because it's so strict. They're so strict. Of course. And he said he had it in a baggie in his ass crack.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I really, to this day, that has really bugged me out.
My Aunt Eileen, shout out my Aunt Eileen, worked at Wyckoff Heights Hospital for many, many years, told the family that many people would come in, because she was a hematologist. She would have to get their blood or whatever. Many people, like multiple men a day, a shift, like could guarantee at least 5 would come in with some type of object in their ass cavity daily, every single day in the 90s and early 2000s in Brooklyn, New York. Married men, Hasidic Jewish men, everybody was coming in with something in their ass. So it's a very common thing to put things up your butt.
Yeah.
I've never done it besides a finger. I will be honest with you. I've never done anal with a woman. I've never had anal received. But very, very often, I do stick, I would say, half of my finger up to my knuckle with the washcloth in my asshole.
Oh, wow.
There's been a couple of times where it's been painful. But I do it anyway because I'm very serious about having a squeaky clean asshole.
What are you doing with that
I'm
thing?
nearly speechless. I love that he said almost daily he goes up to his knuckle in his asshole with a washcloth.
It's one of those,
which just makes it even girthier and rough. And your entire take on it was, oh wow, I can't believe how you accepted that.
That's why I always
I imploded.
That's why I always religiously, every single time I stay in a hotel, every hotel we've stayed in, I give a $25 tip to the housekeepers because they're cleaning up shit washcloths.
Wait, you don't get stuff on it?
Wait a minute.
It depends how deep we go, Sal.
Why would you go up that far though? Because inside there, I think, is its own thing that doesn't need to be soaped.
Because there's a part of
Might
me
even
that
be
there's
bad.
a part of me that thinks every day, it doesn't matter what situation I'm in, every day I just feel like there's a time where someone could have their nose in my asshole, and I just want it to be a nice experience for them. But it doesn't matter. Like I
didn't know where you were going with that.
I could be at Thanksgiving with my mom. I'm thinking, listen, there's a chance a police officer come in and say, we need to solve a crime. The only way to do that is to smell Chrissy's ass crack. And I want it to smell like Dove soap and a type of lotion and one of Sal's candles that he bought in Columbus.
It's very nice of you. Very nice.
No. Pimp, let me ask you this. How have you, first of all, we're in Columbus, Ohio. How do you feel about Columbus, Ohio so far? Because at first you didn't like it.
The Starbucks was closed in the lobby, so I'm
and then the
leaning
Tim Hortons was closed.
Yeah, everything seems to be closed between 2 to 5 in cities not on the coast.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, where are we talking about again?
Columbus.
Oh, because that happened in St. Louis.
It happened a few times now.
Yeah. It happened today? Because that's why we picked you up. Like, you had to keep walking until you found it?
Yeah, but I like a lot of thrift shops. And
You're a thrifty guy. You're a thrift store guy.
This is a true story. We were walking on North High Street.
Okay.
Today. I mean, you were with me. Not okay. I mean, you were there.
Yep.
Yeah. And we were together, and someone ran across the street calling us. And he had business cards in his hand. And he said, I was 300 feet away, and I noticed how Pimp dressed.
Yep.
And I thought you might like to know we're a vintage store across the street that has his fit there.
Yeah.
That's what he said. And who else? Who was wearing something else? Was it?
February 26th, Borgata, Atlantic City. That's the rescheduled date. February 26th. March 4th, Royal Oak, Michigan, Royal Oak Music Theater. March 5th, Gramercy Theater, New York City. Special Weshy taping. 2 shows. Get there. March 11th, Nashville, Tennessee. Co-headlining with my babe, Sal Vulcano. March 18th, Seattle, Washington. March 19th, Portland, Oregon. March 25th, Las Vegas, Nevada. And April 8th, Indianapolis. April 9th, Denver, Colorado. April 29th, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. ChrisDComedy.com for Tiki Wikis. March 5th, the Special Gramercy Theater. Be there, baby. Be part of it.
What's up, guys? Going to give you some tour dates here. Albany and D.C., February 18th and February 19th. Still some tickets left to that Albany show. There's 2 shows. Madison and Chicago, February 26th and February 27th. I'll be at the Barrymore Theater and the Vic. Nashville with Chris Distefano playing the Ryman on March 11th. The next day, I'll be in Chattanooga on March 12th. Rescheduled Burlington to May 13th. Also a rescheduled San Diego and Los Angeles. I will be in San Diego on May 25th and Los Angeles on May 22nd. And then the rescheduled Foxwoods is June 25th.
Oh, shit. Hey, everybody, I'm at the Beacon Theater, and I will be playing here on May 14th, headlining, doing stand-up. Tickets are on sale right now at salvulcanocomedy.com. Just the building's beautiful, and I'm just touring it right now to see the vibe, but I'm thrilled. And just come.
You see, the thing is with that guy too. Shout out that guy, the Columbus. I reposted him on my Instagram. I forgot what the name of their event. Do you remember what the name
is?
Is
it Lux
Textile something? It's on High Street. It's a brand new place. Fantastic gear.
Lux.
He vaguely, peripherally knew who Sal and I was. He couldn't quite pin it, but by the end of our session there, I'm pretty confident.
He knew who you were. He didn't know who I was.
No,
Tax Lux.
Tac Lux in Columbus, Ohio. Shout out Tac Lux. I'm almost positive by the time we purchased items and left that store, he was convinced that I was Andrew Schultz and Sal was Carson Daly. That's what I think he thought. So, and he was confident that he was like, yo, I just met those motherfuckers. Because he said, I can't wait to post you two, and I've yet to be tagged in any post from that store. So I'm completely convinced he tagged the wrong people for the both of us.
Well, you did put on quite the fashion show in that new jacket.
I bought a New York Giants jacket. That has to be from 1990 Lawrence Taylor
You should
days.
put it on right now. Model it.
You want me to go get it?
Oh,
Where is it?
It's not here.
It's not here. Yeah. I actually was going to come onto stage tonight with my New York Giants jacket with the Lady Gaga shirt.
This is
on.
a new shirt, yeah.
This is a new Lady Gaga shirt. And as you guys know, as I've said many times on the Chrissy Chaos podcast, and maybe, hey, babe, I touched Lady Gaga's butt once in 2014. And she told me never to wash my hand. And I still have not. Love you. Shout out Lady Gaga. And
said, don't ever wash your hand. But if you can get knuckle deep in that asshole every day.
Yes. Yeah. Knuckle deep in the asshole is, yeah.
But let's break.
Did I ever tell you? Oh, go ahead.
Break for a second.
Speaking of knuckle deep in the asshole, did I ever tell you about the time I went to Derek Jeter's 40th birthday party with Sway from Sway in the Morning? Did I ever tell you this story?
I vaguely remember it.
Okay. So Random day, whenever Derek Jeter's birthday is, I get a call from Sway in the morning. Shout out Sway. Shout out Kanye West. Shout out, you ain't got the answer, Sway. So,
I love that.
Yeah, you ain't got the answer, Sway. So you know what's crazy?
Sway really played that cool too.
So
man.
Sway,
that was like he was
so cool.
he was very he looked very good in that.
When I never forget, I was co-hosting a show with Sway. During that time, it was called Off the Bat. It was on MTV 17, whatever. You know, it was a show that went nowhere. But it was fun. It was me, Sway, and Fat Joe, and Melanie Iglesias. So Sway, when that happened, you ain't got the answer, Sway. That morning, he had to come to set that day, like at 11 a.m. And he already, 2 hours after it happened, was on the phone with his business manager being like, yo, we need you ain't got the answer, Sway t-shirts ready to go immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately. He knew it was going to go viral. And it did. And he told me he made more money with the you ain't got the answer Sway merch than you
I
could
would
ever.
love a you ain't got the answer Sway t-shirt.
I Sway's a personal friend of mine.
Can we get him on the show? I love him.
Sway will
Yeah.
1000% come on the show. He's
I was supposed to be. The guys were on Sway. I couldn't make it that day, but I think they went on Sway. Did they? Go
Sway
on
interviewed Tupac, Biggie, and Barack Obama. Nobody's done that.
Yeah.
Nobody's done that.
Tupac. Wow.
So let me just tell you real quick. So it was June of 2014. Sway called me up. He's like, "Do you want to go to Derek Jeter's birthday party?" I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
No.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah. I said, yeah. I said, "Who do you think I've been jerking off to the last 14 years?" Yes. So we show up. It's a pretty, awesome birthday party. Slim Shady was there. Slim Shady's manager was there.
Where was this?
It was on
Like a nightclub or something?
no, it was on 8th, like in the meatpacking district,
Okay.
like
Like one of those jobs.
One of
Yeah.
those jobs. It was like in maybe the Whitney Museum or something like that. They had
Okay.
rented out something like that.
Yeah.
That space, and
I can confirm they have functions there.
they have functions there. So this is where Jeter's party was, and all the Yankees were there. Posada, Bernie Williams, everybody. And then it's pretty like whatever. And then all of a sudden they drop down 2 bird cages, and 2 dancers come out with Derek Jeter jerseys on, stripped them off immediately, then are handed wiffle ball bats lubed from top to bottom with Vaseline and proceed to shove as much of the wiffle ball bat as they can into their vagina and dance around. And then they said, "You guys ready for the birthday boy?" And then Derek Jeter came out with a Diet Pepsi and sat down and looked at his phone immediately and didn't look at the girls lubing baseball bats, wiffle bats.
I did not hear this story.
I was in shock. We all had to. Any Derek Jeter function, you have to put your cell phone in a bowl that they lock. This was before the bags.
Yeah.
So you can't film this, but I saw multiple women dancing around, Sway as my witness, on God, Sway based God.
On God?
This was the show. They were lubing up wiffle ball bats, shoving their vaginas, dancing around, saying, "Give it up for the birthday boy," and Derek Jeter couldn't fucking care less.
Wow.
It was nuts.
How is it that I don't know this story? How is that?
I swear to God, I left that party at about 1 a.m. and I got dollar pizza and took the bus home.
Wow. He
Yeah.
didn't even look up. Wait, so did he know what was going on with the bats?
I don't know that he knew. I think it was probably put on by, somebody in the Yankees organization. I
I'm
don't know who
wondering
put that on.
I'm wondering if he didn't see that part and came out, or he knew that was going to happen. Because that is.
Well, it's a nice tribute.
That is, it is very nice, but that is
Well, but I think it's par for the course with Derek Jeter's life, right? I mean,
that is salacious.
No, I'm not lying to you. One of these girls, I mean, she almost got to the fucking, like, she got.
Where you put the newspaper in?
She got 75% of that wiffle ball bat up her vagina.
Wow. It was
Yeah.
getting to the skinny part.
100%. I was like, holy
handle.
shit, honey. I was like, do you
Wow.
even have organs?
The yellow wiffle ball, right? Not the one that's
No,
like super wide,
No,
like a Flintstone.
a yellow,
bat.
like a
Okay.
wiffle ball bat they used to tape up with duct tape.
Oh, I thought it was wood.
No. Oh my God, Pimp! What
Pimp.
are you, a fucking Himmler? Jesus Christ! I didn't know that you wanted to run Nazi camps.
I do have a couple of
We're talking about porn here.
the best news articles from this last year.
Best news articles of 2021.
Well, my favorite. You ready?
All right. Hey, listen. Czech woman performs oral sex to stop robbery of Slovak gas station. So this woman got down and to stop a robbery started giving oral.
Yeah. So wow, think about the guy or gal or whoever robbed that store. Well, we don't know if it's a guy or a gal, right?
I would assume it's a guy. I would think it's a biological male.
How great would it be if a woman was robbing the store and that was the store?
and then
that is 100 times better, because that would never play out like that.
because it's like if he or she got away with the robbery, it's like, who's having a better day than them? They robbed the gas station, walked away with money, and got head.
Right.
Fucking fantastic. Home run.
Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody's robbing you. What do you say if they go, let's have sex, and I'll stop robbing you.
I would do it immediately.
I definitely.
If somebody
would
put a
not do
gun
that.
to my head and said, I will remove this gun from your head if you just get down on your knees and blow me, I would be at his belly button before he even finished the sentence. I'd be in there.
Yeah. And what if he didn't? He doesn't end up saying what you thought he was going to say. That's awkward.
Then I'm going to give him a blowjob and he'll shoot me in the head. What are you
Yeah.
going to do? That'll be my last moment.
Wow.
I came out of the closet on my way to heaven.
But the guy that was robbing the gas station,
Right.
where's his head at? Like, you know what I'm saying? He must not have been all there, because you can't stop you can't stop for a blowjob after you've robbed a gas station.
But
Who would do that?
But do you think that he suggested or she said, hey, how about I blow you right now and you stop the robbery?
Depends on what was in the till.
Right.
If you got $17 from the register, you stop, you take the...
Yeah, what money is it going to cost? You know
Now,
what I mean?
would you guys give her a raise if you own the place?
If I own the place, I'd ask for a blowjob. No.
Wait, I didn't take it as that she worked there. Just says also, I would really love it if she was a random. That's more fun for me as well.
That's great. Yeah, she didn't even work there. She was just in the show. Yeah.
I took it as she was just a customer who was like, oh my God, what can I do to help?
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a good story.
Well, here's another one.
Here's another one. Dozens of camels barred from Saudi beauty contests over Botox. So the camels got Botox.
Yeah, and they got disqualified because it was like steroids in
Honestly,
the beauty
though,
world.
I mean, have you ever seen a camel's lips? Baby don't need Botox.
Not at
Camels
all.
got them thick lips.
Yeah.
Look at a camel's lips. Google camel's lips and tell me if you don't get a little chub.
But look
Look at those. Come
big.
on, baby. Look at that lower lip.
That just shows you where we are as a society now, that even those lips aren't big enough for us.
Yeah.
It's true.
Even that. I mean, look at that.
I mean, if we're getting the Botox there, that's more scary to me than COVID.
Look at that.
That's where we are as a society. That's what we value.
A lot of
Wait a
teeth,
minute.
though.
We
We
need
should
lips
go.
bigger than a camel's.
I'd love to go to a camel beauty contest.
That's another thing. Well, I guess we have the dog contests, right?
Yeah, listen.
I feel like dogs deserve
Beauty's
it.
in the eye of the beholder. All right. What's the next story? Taking Viagra cuts the risk of Alzheimer's by up to 69%. I read that Alzheimer's, Viagra, I didn't know that, but alcoholism prevents Alzheimer's. If you're an alcoholic, they're very, very low rate of Alzheimer's. So if you want to prevent Alzheimer's, start drinking.
How many people do you think that you just turned into an alcoholic?
I hope most
What
of the
percentage
crowd.
of your listeners?
I would
half
say,
a percent.
I would say 60. I would say 75%. I just turned 75% into alcoholics. Yeah, because Pimp is turning them into
I
alcoholics.
fear Alzheimer's so bad.
Do you?
I think it's one of the worst things you could happen. You
What
get
do you-
your life robbed from you. You get your memory.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
Yes.
That's all anything is worth when you're at the end of your life. It's all it's worth. That's all that means anything. And you get it taken prior to that.
but you get
Imagine
it back.
getting to that age. It's so fucking depressing.
But when you die and the simulation ends and you go back to your body
Please.
on another planet, because this is all a video game, you probably get the memories back.
Knock on glass.
It's the most interesting illness, though. They're kind of like in
Alzheimer's?
purgatory on Earth.
Oh God, I'm
You
getting
don't want
depressed.
that. You don't. Well, what's
interesting.
your biggest fear, Sal?
My heart goes out. What?
To die of? What's the biggest fear to die of?
I don't know, man. Dying. I don't know. Dying. Every way.
Anyway,
I'm so scared of death.
well, we're gonna put you.
I talk about it in therapy.
Alzheimer's.
Better help.
Would you rather die of Alzheimer's, be eaten by an animal, or fall off a building?
Would I rather?
You're gonna die one of three ways: Alzheimer's, eaten by an animal, fall off a building. Which one would you go with?
I mean, probably Alzheimer's at that point.
You wouldn't want to fall off a building. It's over 1, 2, 3.
But
Then they say you die before you hit the ground. That's what they say,
how's that possible?
because they say you have a heart attack from the fear. But how would they know? They can't interview
Yeah,
anyone.
what if you
They're fucking
don't?
dead.
What if I was a base jumper?
But I think that they have a parachute. If you jump off, they say before you hit the water or the ground that you have a heart attack.
Wow.
That's what somebody said that. Sylvia Brown, psychic.
Miss Cleo.
Miss Cleo said that. You know, I have the same lawyer as fucking the Long Island Medium. That's how I know I got to change lawyers.
For real.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes my lawyer won't pick up my call because he's busy with the fucking Long Island Medium, Teresa Caputo. I'm like, I'm getting sued by Warner Media. Pick up the fucking phone.
Wait, I actually know her daughter. Was a very nice young lady.
Who?
Her daughter.
Long Island Medium? No,
Yes.
shout out to Long Island Medium. I fucking love the Long Island Medium. She hashtag LIM.
What?
LIM, Long Island Medium.
Oh yeah.
No, I love Teresa Caputo, but it's just funny that I mean, well, she makes a ton more money than me.
I don't know if I've seen clips, but I don't know if I've ever watched like extended amount of it.
Long Island Medium.
Does she always read people's
She's fucking
every
wild.
show?
100%.
Wow.
And she nails it, dude.
Yeah.
Nails it. And sick beehive hair.
Yeah.
I love Teresa Caputo. How about this? Italian hospital employee accused of skipping work for 15 years. For 15 years, he never showed up for a day of work.
Apparently, and he got away with it.
Honestly, if I was an Italian taxpayer, I would give him the money for that. It's like,
I know.
yeah, dude, that's awesome.
He's better than you. He's better
Who's
than
better
us.
than you?
I one time in college, there was a couple of classes here and there that I just went to. Like, I used to have a technique in college. I would wait till the last day that you were allowed to transfer classes before I even went to school.
Wow.
And then on the last day that you were allowed to, I would just like walk into each class, like stumble in with my paper all crumpled and be like, I'm supposed to come here. I transferred. So I wouldn't go the first 2 weeks. And that was no big deal. And then I would find a way anytime that the teacher, you had to sign in that you were there. I had someone sign for me. And there were times that there were classes that were really terrible. Only if they were terrible.
Right.
That I went to like to check in the first day. And then for the midterm and the final, I was there 3 times in the 4 months of the 5 months of the semester.
But you passed the class.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, college.
I failed one class in all of college for the 4 years. I still graduated on time, but that happened to also be one of the ones I did.
What'd you fail?
I took the pass-fail option. Do you remember that?
Sure.
So you would get like one of them a year or something like that, and you could either choose to
Pass it or fail it.
yeah, like it's
No
like,
grade.
Yeah, no grade. Just I don't get any. I get the credit, but I don't get like anything.
Yeah.
And I took the pass-fail option, and the motherfucker still failed me.
What class was that?
It was Jesus Christ, I don't know.
You don't remember?
I can't remember the name of the class.
What was your
It
major?
was like very weird, like business statistics. Statistics.
Statistics suck.
Yeah, whatever it was. What the fuck was it?
I don't know.
It so long. Anyway, yeah, and one time it was like a night class too. This one I took it a few times, but and we would just sit there. It would be freaking 9 o'clock at night on a Wednesday, and this guy is doing these computations and permutations that are just going across the whole board. And it's like we're not even in advanced like.
Yeah, it's too much.
And I raised my hand. I was like, because one time he said, we're going to do a calculation to determine, it was like engineering. We're going to determine the strength of a piece of tinsel. And it was a 3-hour math problem. And I just raised my hand. I raised my hand genuinely. I raised my hand and I said, what would I ever use this for?
Yeah.
How would I apply this? I don't understand how I would apply this. And I think he was like, I don't know what he said, but then there was a kid behind me that was a real dick. It sounds like I'm the dick, but this guy didn't have a good rep.
You're not a dick.
And he goes, dude, enough. If you don't know where you could apply this. Like he was such a dick about it.
He was mad because you stepped.
He was mad because I asked like, well, how would I would use this? He thought it was like, I don't know.
He needs to know the density of tinsel.
Yeah.
He's fucking Christmas. He's an elf.
I don't even know how we got on this.
I don't even know what tinsel is. What is tinsel?
It's
Why
like-
do they call it Tinsel Town?
It's like garland because it's shiny and shimmery. I don't know. Right? Tinsel's that little like you ever see the trees from like the 70s and 80s, the Christmas trees? It's not just a rope of garland. It's like it's almost like, the fake hay in Easter baskets?
Yes.
Those cellophane strips?
Yes.
Yeah. So what were we talking about again?
We were
Tinsel.
talking about tinsel.
Tinsel's like that, but shiny. It's and then they drip it all over the tree, like.
You look like a guy whose tinsel is right up your alley.
I loved tinsel. I used to love tinsel back in the day because my grandparents used it.
Right.
They were the last of the people I knew that used it, so I have a little bit of an affinity to it.
You're a guy.
But it looks like shit.
If I didn't know who you were, if I had no idea what's going on,
Sure.
and you were homeless Pimp's friend, and he's introduced me to you, and he said, "What do you think my friend does?" I'd say he's a poet. You look like a poet with the glasses, with the hair. You have a poetry look, right? Like if you would say, "Hey, draw a haiku," I would draw Sal.
Tinsel's actually banned in the U.S.
Tinsel's banned in the U.S.?
At one point.
Wow, so Sal had a point. Sal said, what the fuck? This is illegal activity.
They would contain lead until 72, as you can see in a newspaper article from 1972. Thanks.
Unnecessary risks to children with symptoms of lead poisoning.
Wow. Lead was in everything back then, though. All the paint. Everything.
If you were born before 1980, you had lead poisoning.
Yeah, pretty much, right? Do you remember when it was...
You got lead poisoning then? 70?
I probably have it.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we were younger? If you do, well, you're a lot younger than me. But there used to be
8, 9 years.
Yeah, I know, but for TV, like for the...
Oh, TV, that's an eternity.
It was so bad... the lead poisoning that they used to have the commercial. You know how now they say, like, if you have mesothelioma,
right?
Lead poisoning was like the one they played all the time.
Yes.
Like, they were like, if you have lead poisoning, it used to come on all day long when I watched my soaps and game shows.
Yeah. Well, what about when I was a kid every night, it would say, randomly, as soon as it hit 10 o'clock, it said, it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Now they don't even attempt to do that anymore. They're like, you know you don't know where your children are, you fucking freaks.
Yeah.
Your children are in the metaverse. That's what it is. Your 10-year-old son is jerking off to an anime doll.
There's no curfew in the metaverse.
Yeah. All right, listen, if you're carrying a credit balance month after month, it can feel like you're in a never-ending cycle of debt with no end in sight. Upstart can help you make that final payment so you can get ahead. Listen, rather than looking at credit scores alone, rather than looking at credit score alone, Upstart considers other factors like your income, current employment, and credit history to find you a smarter rate for your loan. You can check your rate without impacting your credit score in minutes for loans between $1,000 to $50,000. Find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/heybabe. That's upstart.com/heybabe. Don't forget to use our URL to let them know we sent you. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. Upstart.com/heybabe. I mean, this is the one...
Where are you going if you want 16 free meals and 3 free gifts?
I will say you could go to one place and one place only. That's America's
number one meal kit. Hello Fresh.
Warm yourself up from the inside out with limited time recipes inspired by cozy classics from around the world like beef tenderloin and cheese fondue or miso sesame shrimp and bacon ramen.
Right to your door. You don't have to go out. It's cheaper than the supermarket. You could prepare a meal. HelloFresh cuts back on time spent in the kitchen with prep at around 30 minutes or less, plus quick and easy 20-minute recipes. 72% cheaper than a restaurant. And now there's also HelloFresh Custom, right? Hello Custom? Is that true? Where you could choose if you want extra protein or extra veg. You could actually choose what you want in it, and they'll make it custom to your needs.
All you need to do, even if you're not sold on this idea, what do you have to lose? Go to HelloFresh.com/HeyBabe16 and use code HeyBabe16. You're going to get 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. So I'm so confident you're going to continue going along with HelloFresh because the food is so amazing and you cook in 30 minutes or less. But literally, why not just get 16 free meals and 3 free gifts just because?
Can't go wrong. It's also cheaper than the supermarket. So the next time you're going to go to the supermarket, be like, let's just try HelloFresh for this round.
Yeah.
Get your 3 free gifts, your 16 free meals. See if it's for you. If it's for you, you might have started yourself on a whole new journey.
HelloFresh.com/HeyBabe16. Use the code HeyBabe16. 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. What are my 4 favorite words? America's number one meal kit. Yeah, kids don't go out anymore like that. I'm really hoping and praying both my daughters are like huge fat lesbians. That would be so helpful for me.
Take me through it.
Because I feel like the fear that I have as a father of them is if they are beautiful, grow up to be beautiful girls like their mother is, then they're going to go out, they could get in trouble, guys, whatever. But if they're really, fat lesbians, then I feel like as long as they could have a sense of joy in something and we can work on them and being happy and being who they are, typically lesbian relationship, not too much domestic violence, everything's okay. And then when you're really, really heavy like that, I don't have to worry as a father so much that, these guys are over here going to fucking do something harmful to my daughter. I want her to be fat and gay, but healthy and happy.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
It's really coming from a protective point of view.
From a protective point of view, I want it happy first. I will say this: happy first, fat happy first, gay second, fat third.
So you'd rather they be fat than gay if you had to choose between the two?
If you gave me the perfect option, if Jesus came down and said, what do you want your kids to look like at 18, I would say John Candy with wigs on, gay as can be. That's what I want. Yeah.
Okay, so really, you really are defining them as maybe ugly. Ugly is subjective.
Ugly subjective. Just the fear that I have is my daughters are going to grow up to be very, very beautiful women.
Right.
And I'm going to have to sit up all night. Because I'm not going to be the dad that's like, oh, I got a shotgun. You know, the dad's like, I got a fucking shotgun. It's like, shut up. I don't have a shotgun. I'm never going to kill anybody.
You know what I can't wait for? When that's the new vlog we're filming. Just you waiting up for Delilah to come home.
Oh my God, we're still hanging on to the fucking
Chris's
podcast.
character arc through 10 years.
Yeah.
He becomes what he did not say he would.
Sal's got a restraining order for me 10 years ago. I'm still hanging on.
We were saying
I'm like, this is just Babe. We lost the hay.
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
we were saying
so
the other
funny.
day that at one point everyone's grandfather's just going to have a podcast.
It's wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I can't believe that like the old like white-haired people will like gangster rap. It's true.
No, it's true.
It's going to be such a weird thing, something like we've never witnessed. Something
No,
like
old grandpas are going to have podcasts and old grandmas are going to have like tattoos on their thighs, like paw prints on their thighs, just saggy skin.
Oh, the face tattoos are
The
going to be
face
awesome.
tattoo. What is Tekashi 6ix9ine going to look like when he's 87?
Wow.
It's going to be sick, dude.
Yeah.
Should we get Chris Johnston on?
Yeah, why not?
Let's bring on Chris Johnston. He's been with us the whole time. Now, I'm going to tell, before we come on, Chris, what I'm going to tell you about Chris is, and then wait until he gets to the frame if you don't know who he is. Chris Johnston, huge Wu-Tang fan, grew up in foster care, did graffiti, loves rap. Now, check out what he looks like. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
Really good at counting in stock tips also.
Yes, that is a white woman, folks.
Almost clear.
You look like Sheamus actually from WWE. You know what I'm
I
saying?
You look like
swear to
Sheamus.
God, I was at a Panera once, and a kid came up to me, and he was like, and his mom was like, he thinks you're Sheamus. Can you take a picture with him? And I was like, yeah.
Funny.
And I took a picture with him, and then
How long have I known you now? It's got to be what? It's like
almost 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
Right this moment is the first time I ever noticed or saw you at, like I had Sheamus similarities.
Yeah. People
This
say
is the
that.
first time
10 years.
Sal's looked at you in 10
just-
years.
He usually goes like this. Where's that fucking guy?
It just blew me away. I mean, I can't believe I've never even seen that before.
Yeah.
He does. I could see it too.
Yeah.
You do.
I gotta
Yeah,
thank
we got
Eddie for
Sheamus
that.
up. Yeah.
I got to thank Eddie.
Yeah. Look how fucking clear he is.
Body type's a little different. But listen, from the chin up, that's Sheamus,
From the
baby.
double chin up, I look like almost like him.
Chris Johnston, baby.
Look at his red hair.
Chris J Comedy, folks. I'm Chris D Comedy. That's Chris J Comedy.
Yeah, people years ago used to tag me, Chris J Comedy will be at this comedy club, and I'm like, I'm not there. Oh, Chris D will be there. I'll take those fucking likes though.
Yeah, that dude.
I'll take them.
Take him, baby.
Both of them.
Well, yeah, man. The FBI's investigating us for domestic terrorism. So, no, but so
Chris comes on tour with us.
Chris comes on tour with us. He just crushes it all day, every day. I've enjoyed getting to know Chris. He's been driving around. As I said, he's got 2 double studs, cubic zirconium earrings, but family intact, which is usually you don't see that.
What did you say? Cubic
zirconia, the QVC. These are actually
Cubic
real.
zirconiums?
Zirconium.
Right.
What did I say?
What's the earring?
I said he's got 2 cubic zirconiums.
Okay. Yeah.
Did I say it wrong?
Well, I think it's zirconias.
Yeah, there's no M.
Is it not?
Zirconium sounds like a
I thought it was
made up
because I genuinely
element,
but
Yeah.
cubic zirconium. Well, that's what I thought. It was cubic zirconium because I thought it was one of like the elements.
maybe
periodic table.
is zirconium an element?
No, it sounds like something the Marvel Universe does.
Right,
like
right,
Iron
right.
Man would use
Zirconium.
to make a fictitious shield.
Yeah.
But are those cubic zirconiums?
These
are
are
those
real. No, these
wow,
are.
those
I
real.
actually had. I actually had bigger earrings.
Wow,
and my wife.
really?
I got her smaller ones for Christmas once.
It got even
And
worse.
she
He got even more divorced.
she shook
As
me
a
down.
punishment, the guys make me wear those.
She shook me down for the bigger ones. I had to settle for these. I swear.
Wow.
Let me see. Those are fine size for me.
What I would say is, truthfully, I think Chris pulls off for a 42-year-old white man with an entire family. He pulls off 2 earrings very well.
Yeah. The Crocs, the 2 earrings, and the half a mustache on my finger.
Crocs, 2 earrings,
Yeah.
and I think you pull it off extremely well.
I love it. I mean, me and Chris were talking about how your bladder held us up on the road.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I mean,
Chrissy
I'm
piss
a
breaks.
peer. I'm a peer.
Oh
and
yeah, you pee so much.
It's embarrassing, and it's crazy.
Distefano.
It's crazy because how much Sal and I balance. Because I pee more than anyone you've ever met, upwards of 20 times a day. Sal pees fewer than any times you ever met. He said he pees once every 2 days. So together, we have a normal bladder.
Combined, it's like Voltron, and you do have one normal bladder together. As
Most
a
is like once a day.
Once a day at the most. How many times have you pissed tonight? It's 11 o'clock at night. We've been up since 7 o'clock in the morning. Truthfully, how many times have you urinated? Truthfully.
I know. I urinated when we got to the hotel. And then I made myself try to urinate while you were on stage, and I was going to go out because I drank 2 full bottles, and I was like, I don't want to have to pee in the middle of the set. So I tried to urinate on purpose because I drank the 2.
Did you get any out?
It was not that much. It was probably like I
promise you, we got out
1.5 times
I would
in a whole
say- I don't
We
think
got
it was
out
a
at
half.
rest stops on the road, and Sal just kind of kicked back and put his, and I'm like, you need to go, and he went. It's not my day.
everyone in the van would go, and every time you go to me, you're not gonna go, and I would be just like, no, I'm all right, and be like, yeah, but we have another 4 hours. I'm like, no, I'm good.
Well, we've talked about this on Hey Babe. We've reached out to doctors at the live shows. They've all said it's normal. Whatever your normal is, that's your normal.
Really?
No, because
I don't remember that.
Reached out to doctors
That makes
at
me
the
feel
live
better
show.
because
reached
I
out to
really think
doctors on Sal's
something's
behalf.
wrong.
I've many times said my name is Sal Vulcano and went into the doctor and said these are my ailments, just so I can get info.
Well, Chris, you're a doctor too, and some of the shit you say, I don't think we can fly.
Dude, I am not a doctor, man.
I so want you to just please go.
He brought me up to stage tonight as Dr. Christopher Distefano.
I brought him as Dr. Chris.
I want
so
the plates. I want the plates, and you could legally use the suffix dr. Dot.
I think you should walk around in a lab coat 24/7, like a doctor's coat.
Chris, the title is all right, fine. Technically, it's Dr. Christopher Distefano, DPT, which is Doctor of Physical Therapy. It's like I was making fun of the podiatrist at the show tonight. He's Doctor of Podiatry, so it's like yes, he's a doctor, but it's like you do feet.
He got mad at you.
He actually really. I was shitting on a podiatrist in the front row, saying he's not a real doctor.
Did he really get mad?
He seemed a little.
Kind of stopped laughing.
And then you guys brought up the sign language interpreters.
Oh, dude, bringing up the sign language. If you're a sign language interpreter, please come to any of the live shows we do because you will be part of the show quick. We didn't bring anybody up on stage on all the previous shows because we were scared about COVID, but that sign language interpreter, she got right in our faces. and we loved it. I mean, we were hugging them.
I didn't even think of that.
You said the line of the night, though. He was like, you see him signing, it looks like they got little masks on their fingers.
Little masks on their fingers. I know, my sign language interpreter was kind of hot.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Sorry, Sal.
Pretty, yeah, she was pretty.
It takes 7 years apparently to get your sign language.
I believe it.
It's like
I
a
believe
doctor
it.
with sign language.
I believe it because if you ever actually focus on them, I'm fascinated with them. And if you ever focus, it is intense. It seems very hard.
Intense. And if you guys want to learn how to do sign language, go to babbel.com, promo code HeyBabe.
Yes.
One of the 14 languages is sign.
Did you see this happen in New York?
Shuts down H&M. Shuts down NYC store after employee leaks pic of bugs on hoodies. Oh man, that's not good. Are the bugs coming out of the hoodies?
Let's see what he says.
I think it was probably just.
I work at the H&M and the Oculus at the World Trade. And today, a customer discovered lice on a rack of hoodies. They're not closing the store, nor are they notifying employees of the problem. The section was just blocked off.
And those lice aren't even wearing masks.
I know, that's horrible. Imagine having lice in your hair. That sucks. We know that. Listen, if you've had lice in your hair, write at patreon.com/ChrisDComedy, right on the community board, and let us know about your lice. We'd love to see pictures of it. Don't come fucking near us, but...
Do you remember when that ran rampant when we were younger?
Lice.
In school, they had to check every kid before they came in.
Yeah.
And then maybe even again at the end of the day, they would do with the pencils and with the erasers on the pencils. Remember that? Yeah.
Mine would do like the
two pencils like chopsticks.
Nail filer things. They would go through the thing, and if you got lice, you have to shave your head.
Yes. You would use a barber comb, like a black barber comb, like a...
Do they still do that now? Or there's no way they can even touch the kids anymore. They can't touch the kids anymore.
You can't.
I mean, it was on the reg when I was young.
No, me too. Like you had no choice. It's like Sister O'Mara was just gonna comb through your hair.
Yeah,
that's what it was. She was gonna look for lice.
Did you have a violent nun? Because we had a semi-violent nun.
Yes, I had a violent nun and a violent brother. Ooh. I had Who was your violent nun experience?
She was like, she could be nice when she was nice. She was older though. Sister Rachel.
Shout out Sister Rachel.
Yeah, and she was from
Sister Rachel.
I think she was from Italy. And but when But whenever she wanted, even if you weren't really over the top, if she was like in a mood maybe, or I don't know, she used to grab you by your ear real hard and pull it. You're a kid, really, kind of, right?
Yeah.
I had her in 2nd grade.
Wow.
And she still pulled older kids' ears, but she would just yank it where the kid would always go, ow, 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 like you're actually hurting the kid.
Right.
And then she like, even, it wasn't always like, even if the kid was out of his seat, and she also like sometimes thought it was like, not funny, but like maybe she wasn't, I don't know. Anyway, my point is, one time she grabbed the kid's ear, so he started just bleeding all down his neck and everything, and like no issue.
Yeah, they didn't give a fuck.
Literally no issue. They like white cleaned them up, and that was it. There was no complaints from his parents.
I had a nun that would, if you fell asleep in class, she would go to your desk, get 2 erasers, fill them up with as much chalk as she could, step on your foot so you start to wake up, and then hit you with erasers and chalk. You'd breathe in chalk and cough, and
That's insane.
That's insane, dude. And she was doing that till the late 90s.
Wow.
I had a teacher in 3rd grade. I was talking to someone, and I guess she was tired of me talking, or I wasn't supposed to be talking. She threw the eraser in, I guess, just a semi-fit of rage from her desk. She threw the eraser, probably thinking it was going to sail over my head. It hit me right in the fucking face. She threw it with
Was it like a
zest.
plume of smoke too? Was it like a chalked up
She threw it
eraser?
with zest, and I wasn't looking at her. I was talking. So it blindsided, cracked me in the eyes, nose. I choked. All the powder went everywhere. And I looked back at her, and she saw her life flash before her eyes. Because that was over the top.
Even then-
it hit
even
me
then.
in the eye, I went down. A cloud
If
of
you would've
smoke.
to-
I was
Were you in,
choking.
like,
I was
mime
my
white
eye-
face?
I and my whole head went back, and then I looked, and my eye was just pouring like because it was red and tearing, and I didn't even know what happened, and it like hurt. It almost felt like someone punched you a little bit. And she just was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry." And I don't remember what happened, but it was fine.
Did you tell your mom and dad?
I don't remember.
I feel like you wouldn't tell your mom and dad. You would just take that with you.
So my dad, yeah, I probably would have. My dad, when he was
Shout out
younger,
your dad. Nobody does more shots of apple cider vinegar than Sal's dad.
Shout out, dad.
Shout out
if
Sal's
you're
dad.
listening, and we know that you are.
Yeah. COVID can't get that motherfucker.
Oh shit, that's funny.
He was rocking a Fu Manchu on his birthday, wasn't he?
Yeah,
that was
I love
badass.
it. Yeah. So when he was young, I guess it's gotten even pulling the ears nothing, because when he was younger, they used to hit you with a ruler. They used to have you put your hands out and hit you with a ruler. And one nun, my dad had a metal lunchbox, and she hit him with the metal lunchbox.
What? Like in his head?
She cracked him in the head with the metal lunchbox.
Oh my
His
God.
lunchbox?
It was his lunchbox. And he went home and told my grandmother. And my grandmother went down to the school and literally threatened the nun's life, got right in her face and cursed her out. Like, don't you, and he wasn't behaving. He was behaving. And she was like, I don't give a shit. He wasn't, I think she really, like, to the point where she scared the nun in the school.
If a nun
So I
did
guess,
that
like-
today in 2021, 2022, and hit a kid in the head with a metal box, she would be put in the electric. She might be given the death penalty.
Yeah.
Truthfully.
On site.
On site.
Were you guys ever spanked? My dad was spanked by the brothers.
I never got spanked by the brothers.
I went to
I got
public
spanked
school
by
in
Father
Hood.
Bill, but that's a different
I got
story.
spanked by the brothers.
You got spanked?
By the brothers. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Nice. A race joke. Here we go. You're on the Patreon, folks. It's okay. This might be edited out for Hey Babe, but let it rip, Chris. I've been thinking about switching from smoking.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's only one real thing I'm considering to make a switch from smoking, and that's Lucy's nicotine.
That's right.
Because-
Nicotine alternative. They make gum. They make lozenges. They make pouches for adults. Look, people use nicotine.
We're adults here.
They use it to relax. They use it to focus or unwind. I get it. There's nothing like that feeling of just relaxing.
Switching it out. I mean, listen.
Cigarettes are bad, bro.
Yes. Listen, now this product does contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical, of course, we know. But if you enjoy using nicotine, you should just definitely check out Lucy's product at lucy.co, because it's just good. It's just like, it's a better alternative to smoking. And if you go to lucy.co, that's lucy.co, and use promo code BABE, B-A-B-E, that's promo code BABE, B-A-B-E, you're just going to feel better about yourself. Cha-ching. Shopify, you know what it is?
It's the sound. Cha-ching is the sound of another sale on Shopify.
Yes, that when I make it, when I go cha-ching, That's
Yeah.
because you just made another sale on Shopify.
What is Shopify? Our listeners want to know. It is an all-in-one commerce platform to start, run, and grow your business.
Go your business. Yeah, and scaling your business is a journey of endless possibility.
Shopify gives entrepreneurs the resources once reserved for big businesses. So upstarts, startups, established businesses alike can sell everywhere, synchronize online and in-person sales, and effortlessly stay informed.
When we put our merch up for sale, which is coming very soon, we're going to use Shopify.
Believe me, this podcast is going to start selling, and when we start selling, we're gonna try Shopify.
When are we going to release the merch?
It should be any day. Bro.
Any day.
Believe me.
But we're going to use
actually,
Shopify.
it might be out already.
Oh, it might be out.
You know what it is? Here's what it is real quick as we talk about Shopify for us and for our specific needs.
Yeah.
Because Shopify powers millions of businesses from first sale to full scale. And we are launching an online store. And we wanted to go live with every product.
Got it.
And some have because of COVID. There's manufacturing delays and shipping. So we were like, instead of launching with 3 of the 6 things, we'll wait a little longer.
Right.
But now we might just put coming soon and launch with the other stuff.
And with Shopify, you can launch as many products as you want. Shopify is just amazing. If you go to shopify.com/heybabe, all lowercase, for a free 14-day trial and get full access to Shopify's entire suite of features. So grow your business with Shopify today. Go to shopify.com/heybabe right now. That's shopify.com/heybabe for a free 14-day trial.
There you go.
I just had a bully. I told you guys.
You
in
had
the
a
car.
bully?
I had a bully. We all had a bully. It was a big black woman. She was a bully.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
you told it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You told us, yeah.
She was big.
really bad, right?
Yeah,
really
big,
bad.
Yeah, she was bigger than all of us. She had her hair was done up, and she had sunglasses that were in her hair as part of her hair.
She was like the first guy.
And she would just go watch this all the time. She used to tell us she was Apache. Remember, I need a gangsta bitch. That song.
Gangsta,
She was
yeah.
her cousin. That was her cousin. Who used to pick her up from school, so nobody would fuck with her. Can I say? And
Yeah.
people she would just go watch this. I want to watch these white boys.
I was sticking my fingers up my ass.
Yeah, well, that was you're a doctor though. You could say those.
You can say whatever you want.
It's all about context. You were cleaning yourself.
But she would throw chewed gum in all us, gingery white, all our white boys' hairs, and then she would go watch this, and it would stick in there, and then I used to
gum in your hair.
I used to write graffiti, so I used to have to draw pictures of her, and she used to want me to draw pictures of how she would look naked, getting banged out and stuff.
No.
And then she wouldn't throw the gum in my hair. Yeah, but all the rest of it.
So you would literally draw porn for her to not get gum in your hair.
I would draw porn. She would bully me into drawing her in graffiti porn to not get gum thrown into my hair.
What
I
a
love this
wild
lady.
That's
story.
assault.
Yeah, it's true.
Wow,
Middle
that's
school,
like
too, not even
that's
high
like sounds like from a
Middle
something from a
school,
movie.
Middle school, yeah, 6th grade.
Wait, but the fact is that the viewers, the listeners want
I
to
think
know.
this was an episode of Everybody Loves Chris.
It might have been. But how did you get into graffiti?
I always would just draw, tag stuff and everything. I used to write Shaz, and then some kid in school saw me writing it once, and he was like, "What?" He saw me drawing a picture of Shaq. I was a huge Shaq fan, and I wrote Shaq, and he's like, "What that says?" And I was like, "He says that says Shaz," and I was like, "Fuck yeah, it does." And then I became Shaz, and then all throughout my life, I started being Shaz.
Wow.
Shaz.
Did you ever get caught by the cops?
I didn't get caught by the cops. I got caught in school, in high school. I would write it in the school, and then my mom, they were going to expel me. My mom came in, and she had just graduated college. She was, later in life as an art teacher, and they were short art teachers. So they offered her a job as they were trying to kick me out of school, and she politely declined, and they brought me back in school. But
Wow, but
Yeah,
you
you
never
saw
got
it.
caught by the cops.
there was one time I was close to getting caught by the cops. I was still wear all black, but we were tagging up stuff, for this crew I used to roll with, and the cops.
Sounds like you are like somebody in the Ninja Turtles movie.
I literally dove into
Yeah.
where the sewer is, and there was a bunch of leaves, and I piled leaves on myself, and I remember covering up my Nike symbols like this.
Yeah.
And the cops had the light on me the whole way through, and then just kept
You're
rolling
like
by.
Banksy.
I would love your kids to be watching this, be like, our dad did graffiti. Look at him.
I teach
He always
them
talks
graffiti
about
now,
his heart.
too.
What'd you say?
They're getting good. I teach them graffiti.
Oh, wow, way to go! It's just turning your kids into criminals.
And also, your mom raises crocodiles, right?
My mom, she doesn't
I mean,
necessarily
literally,
raise them.
you are Puerto Rican on paper. Your mom raises crocodiles. You do graffiti.
She was a foster home in Louisiana. She lived in Jersey City, and then they brought her. She went to Louisiana in foster home, and then she had a pet crocodile from Louisiana, and then she ended up going back to Jersey City and brought the crocodile with her, and it grew big enough that it lived in the tub, And then they were like, well, this is too fucking big. We can't do this in the apartment. So they let it outside by the Duncan Projects in the park. And she said it was a big hoopla. There was a lot to do. Police.
You let
were
a
out there.
live alligator out into public.
I didn't. My mom did.
Yeah, but because really that's a liability. That's risky.
It's a big crime.
Yeah.
That croc could have mowed down like 10 human
Back
beings.
then, nobody cared.
There's no
Ate a
rules.
baby.
People were smacking, kids were
Yeah.
getting hit in the face with erasers and shit.
I guess
live
they would-
alligators running around.
Maybe they wouldn't know it came from her, but just she would never know if the croc ate like a chihuahua or a child. Or,
No, it's one of those things you let it go and then you look away,
Yeah. What other things are like that?
Chris J comedy, folks. Yo, this edible just hit me.
Yeah, how you
Another
feeling?
level. Whoa. This, I mean, literally, it was almost like I was here, and now it's like this thing that's going up, like the plane's taking off, like the Southwest plane is taking off, and we're just.
Shout out Southwest.
Shout out Southwest.
Southwest is the most surprising, best airline. A lot of people shit on it. Let me tell you something. Southwest has given me the best flying experience I've had in years.
I think it's pretty true. Like they were seamless.
We
they worked for
Grubhub is a
us.
sponsor, but
United has canceled flights to me 5 times in the last month.
and yet you pay all this money for a first class United, American Airlines. Nobody, you don't do the same job Southwest does. Southwest Wi-Fi is always perfect. The flight attendants are cracking jokes.
True
the only
that.
thing Southwest has to pick up the pace on is a lot of times their scanner breaks, but they just let everybody on the plane anyway, and then everyone has to be seated, and they have to individually check your ticket to make sure there's not a stowaway or a terrorist on the flight. That's the only knock on Southwest is they need updated scanners.
It's happened on every flight so far. Everything else really was awesome.
Yeah.
And also the people have really good demeanors.
Great.
They're cracking jokes. They're all smiles, but it feels like it's coming from a real place.
The bundle of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got a
but
free drink ticket.
I got a free
coupon.
drink ticket, and
Nice.
how about this? Today, when I was going to check the luggage, I gave her the Southwest agent at the luggage check. I gave her my ID. I didn't wait for her to say my ID. I give her my ID. She goes, "You listen to the rules, baby." And then she gave me a card for 2,500 bonus miles at Southwest.
Okay.
Just because I gave the ID. And then Sal sees that and says, "I'm going to one-up you."
I stick my license right to my forehead. She looks the other way. She turns back to me. I got my license right here. I'm like, what'd she call it? She said you did. What'd you say that you did? You follow the rules?
Follow the rules. She goes, somebody follows the rules, baby.
I'm like, somebody else follows the rules. And she goes, I don't have another card.
She goes, I'm all out of cards. She took a napkin and covered up a thing of cards.
She charged him double for his bag and said, "Get the fuck out of here."
I also this week I found out about what dark matter is. I just wanted to throw it on your radar.
Dark matter is the term astronomers use to describe material in the universe that does not emit or reflect light and is therefore invisible. Stars, nebulae, and galaxies are examples of luminous objects in the sky. The rest of the matter is cold and dark, hidden from people's direct view. So that's interesting because that means that like dark matter could be like in this room right now if it's invisible.
Yeah.
Dark matter.
Dark matter could be.
Doesn't it refer to the part of the stratus, the part of space that gets dark from our in our eyes' point of view?
Here we, this
True.
is
Or do you
another-
see it as just any negative space?
Well, I'll tell you what, Sal. Dark matter is the most mysterious, non-interacting substance in the universe. Its gravitational effects are necessary to explain the rotation of galaxies, the motions of clusters, and the largest scale structure in the entire universe.
You lost me long ago, but
What about for the
it's
very
crazy that
last
it's
episode of
invisible.
Impractical Jokers, the last prank, one of you gets shot into space. Would you guys do it? The biggest loser gets shot past the stratosphere.
we have to go bigger and better.
You got to do it. You ever seen that guy Felix Baumgartner jump from out of space? Sal, have you ever seen this?
No.
Pull up Felix Baumgartner, Red Bull, jumps from outer space. Highest free fall. Look at this.
And then after,
Minute
if you
31.
want to type in Brian Baumgartner Islanders, we can watch some people get beat up.
Let's do it. This is Patreon, so we're not going to get fucked for this, right? Or we'll just look at this. Watch this.
Yeah, there's no mute. He's going to mute it.
Okay, mute it. Look at this. He goes up in a hot air balloon beyond. Watch this. He's in a fucking little pod. He goes all the way up. This guy, part of the free fall, he was going to lose consciousness for. That's what he practiced.
Oh my God.
So look, it just keeps going up and up and up.
Is he just a thrill seeker or is this scientific?
It was all put on by Red Bull. But my asshole, Look, it's all Red Bull.
I mean, sponsored by Red Bull to dropping human beings out from outer space, and you're gonna pass out.
Look
and
at
it's
this.
sponsored by Red Bull. What
How
is this?
nerve-wracking is this when he opens the pod door?
But what is this for? Is this for Red Bull promotion only?
Yeah, look at this.
Wow.
How nerve-wracking is this? Look, could you imagine? And then you just have to. I can't even get into a cold bath.
Zenith and Red Bull.
Oh, this is literally the most
Look at this.
nightmarish
Look
thing
at
I've
how
ever seen
frightening
in
this
my
thing
life.
is. My asshole is puckered tight.
This is the most frightening
Somebody
thing
get me a
I've ever seen in
washcloth.
my
I have to
life.
open it up. Look at
Oh
this.
my God.
And then part of he free falls for 4 minutes.
Holy
2 of them he loses consciousness at.
And are you kidding me? And so it basically, if he doesn't wake up in the real world conditions,
Yes.
he's dead. Everyone knows that. Everyone's gonna watch him die.
Yes, exactly.
John Madden.
Look at that guy. And then he fucking landed.
He landed on his feet from
was the-
fucking space.
What about, you ever seen Travis Pastrana jump out of the plane without the parachute and catch the parachute midair?
What?
No.
Put it on, Pimp.
No.
Travis Pastrana,
Oh, my God.
no parachute, jumps out of the Look at this. Minute and 8 seconds. Look at this.
no.
Watch this. Watch this. You want it?
Another Red Bull.
No.
Look at it.
Another
Bull
Red
again.
Bull. Red Bull's got their hand in the till.
Monster Energy needs
He
to
lost.
step the fuck up.
Yes.
Look at this. Look at that. He looks like Chris Johnson.
Oh my God. Oh
Looks
my
like Happy
God.
Gilmore, doesn't it? Billy Madison ran.
Oh my
Look at
God.
this. He has
oh my
no
God.
parachute at all.
Oh my God.
What the?
He has no
doesn't-
parachute.
0. He is 1,000. Look at how free he is.
Are you
He's in his
kidding me?
socks.
Watch
he's,
this.
He's shirtless.
And then in the middle of this, his boys assemble a parachute onto him. If at any moment they would have accidentally dropped the parachute or something could have went wrong,
Yeah.
then he absolutely would have fallen to his death.
What is worth doing
this.
this for?
Look at
He's
this.
calm. He has total
Look,
trust in them.
He's reverse cowgirling.
How do Red Bull get these people to risk their
He just
lives?
goes like this and has trust.
There's a bigger story here.
Look at that.
Sal doesn't trust that I'm going to stick to my time every night.
No, but Red Bull.
at that.
Wow.
Red Bull.
Again.
Red Bull is pushing the limits of humanity.
What is something crazier they could do than this? They had somebody jump out of the stratosphere.
Well, I mean, this is an ad read.
I'm gonna
this is crazy.
Shoot you in
somebody
the
into the
chest,
sun.
Yeah,
and
like,
you
what's-
survive. Red Bull.
Shoot someone right into the
Yeah.
sun.
What if BetterHelp said, guys, you're going to get in a plane and you're going to jump?
Yeah.
I couldn't skydive.
I mean, that would take Red Bull money. How much are these people getting? They're like, okay, you go in the room. They're in the room with Red Bull execs. The Red Bull execs are like, hear us out. We launch you into outer space, and then we let you go.
yeah.
Red
What?
Bull
Yeah. What's the
gives
pay?
you wings.
Yeah. That's what it is.
I mean, if the next words out of their mouth aren't $199 million,
Yeah.
what are we doing?
What? Honestly,
I want to survive that and then do whatever I want every day till the day I die.
what's the number for you to do what Felix Baumgartner did and jump from above the stratosphere? What's the number you do that at?
There can be no number.
You would never do it.
Never.
See, that's the thing. You
What
have
if
to-
I gave you a lifetime supply of candles from the Columbus Candle Shop?
You're making it interesting.
Would you do it, Chris?
No,
Never.
no. I don't think. I mean, you would have to tell. First of all, you would have to tell me that you would have to assure me, have an account that my kids would be set for life because I don't think I make it out.
I
of
feel
that
like you'd be
fucking
the
thing.
guy
You
like
won't.
you.
That's why I
you would
wouldn't
get
do it
on the
either.
first commercial flight to the moon, and then you tag it up with Shaz.
Imagine if you looked up at the moon every night, you saw Shaz across the moon.
Oh my God! You just tagged up a moon rock.
I would be the sickest graffiti artist ever to tag up the
that's
fucking
so
moon.
funny.
I would love it.
Oh, my God.
I'm never doing that. It'd be weird now because I'm thinking if you said to me, I'll give you $100 billion.
100
I
bill.
wouldn't do it.
You
I
just-
would literally have to think about the life that what I could have done even,
The amount of things that could go wrong, you would say.
No,
I'm not
because
doing it.
it's either that or my life. I still want my life, right? I mean, you
Right.
would do it for.
For
if you
100
don't
billion?
survive, that's it. Then what's the point?
I would.
I mean, I have, I'm okay now, and I need a 200 billion, but
right.
I would be very altruistic with it.
Right. What's the first thing you do? What would a guy like Sal Vulcano do with $100 billion?
Bill,
100 bill.
literally, this is still greedy, but I have to because you're asking me for a judgment immediately. I'd probably take 198 billion and immediately donate it to charities.
You seriously would?
Yeah, because I'm good with $1 billion.
Yeah,
Would you
$1
buy $1
billion is
billion
good.
of sneakers?
Yeah, that might be the issue.
I feel like there would be a Nike shortage. You'd be like, guys, there's a Nike shortage.
Yeah. I don't know, right? Because what do you need more than $1 billion? Probably even less than that, right? You don't even.
What? I mean, wait a minute. What would you do?
with
He
100.
gave all the money away.
That's
What
why
would you
$200 billion is the same to me as like $500 million.
with $100
because
billion.
I would only ever need $500 million.
Yeah.
Let's see. If you
that.
gave me $100 billion, well, right off the bat, I'd have to give 60% to Vinny legally. So she'd get about 40 bill. She'd get 40 billion, and then God knows what would happen there. I think I buy Kanye West. That's what I do. I buy Kanye, and I say, I now, yeah. Well, I can't say that. I now own you. Cut that part out.
You'd ride him like a Donda. Woo!
Yeah. That's even worse, Chris. Shaz fucking strikes again. This episode is called "Come Shaz." Dude, Shaz versus TT Jerry. Who wins?
Oh my
God.
This Columbus crowd went nuts for TT tonight. They
Yes.
loved.
Yeah,
I mentioned
absolutely.
TT on the women. They fucking went wild
They went
for
nuts
TT.
for Pimp.
Of course, they always go nuts for
They
Pimp.
went
but
bananas for TT, for
yeah,
real.
TT's got to come on Hey Babe.
We need
TT
TT.
will be the guest on Hey Babe. TT's going to be at the Beacon Theater and Borgata, and she's getting off parole March 12th or 14th. So she will be coming to my show March 25th at the Wynn Las Vegas. I'll be at the Wynn Las Vegas March 25th. TT Jerry is coming to celebrate her first 2 weeks of freedom, and then she'll probably go back to prison, and the whole thing will go to shit. But what can you do? And how about this? Ready for this big reveal? This actually might even be. You might be like, wow, I got to come to Vegas. March 25th, I have a show at the Wynn, 8:00. I'm going to stay an extra day because March 26th, I was just told, confirmed, me, the homeless pimp, TT Jerry, front row tickets with backstage passes. With backstage front row seats with backstage passes to a singer who sings very infrequently, who rarely does concerts anymore, who is a walking legend, Hall of Fame legend, Adele, folks. I will be at the first row and the backstage passes with Adele. With skinny Adele.
What do you
Pashes.
think? What do you think TT's going to say to Adele?
Pashes.
What is TT going to say to Adele?
You covered Adele. We did Hey Babe from the other side.
I think.
Got called 1,000.
I would say TT, the first thing TT would probably say to Adele, what was the first thing? She would probably say,
I need to be there for that moment.
oh my God, I would love it. She'd be like, you know what, suck the son of Sam's dick? She'd be like, you should be
Oh,
on
you
my...
lost weight. You look good.
Yeah. Wait, is this show March 25th or 24th? Do you know Pimp?
No, I don't.
Pimp
know.
doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
I just show up.
Me and Pimp are going to be together for Pimp's birthday, February 13th.
Oh.
We're going to be in Atlanta.
That's the
Atlanta.
day before Valentine's Day. Nice.
February
That's Atlanta?
13th. February 13th,
Worst
I'll be in
birthday.
Detroit or Pittsburgh, one of those two. I got Detroit and Pittsburgh coming up, and Albany and Burlington, and maybe a third show at Foxwoods, and who knows? I don't know.
Albany, are you doing
Cleveland.
the venue called The Egg?
I am.
Yes.
How funny
The
is
Egg,
that
yes.
venue? Is there a better venue
We're
in
going to
the
crack that
history?
place
Yeah.
up. Ah.
Ooh.
Chris J Comedy, everybody, just in time to end the show.
This was exciting.
Yeah. Listen, Chris,
You
where
gotta
This
keep
went
doing
over
the
easy,
puns.
guys.
exciting. Exactly.
What's the matter? What's the matter? You scrambled?
I fucking love it. Egg white power.
I'm gonna let you get this one.
You gonna let you get?
I'm gonna let you get it.
I'm a
I'ma let you get it.
I'm a lad.
Nice. I'm a lad. Fucking nailed it. Chris,
Where else am I going to be? When does this come out?
You guys.
it's tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Hold on then.
This is the Patreon, baby. These are.
I'm
these
going
are
to be in Indianapolis. I'm going to be in Des Moines. And I'm going to be in Cleveland next.
next.
And
January 13, 14, 15.
I'll be with Sal, and then I also got a really good gig at a VFW and
That's what it is.
the back of a firehouse.
Yeah, man. He's gonna fucking start tagging up mailboxes near you any day.
And tomorrow's New Year's show.
Oh, tomorrow's the New Year's Eve show. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. Today's New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah.
New Year's Eve. We're in Cincinnati at the Taft Theater. If you're in the area, come. It should be fun.
We said if it sells out, we will go out with everybody there.
If it sells out, we will go out with everybody there, and we have rented out a room in a steakhouse that holds about 15 people. So we're kind of on the fence.
Maybe we pick 5 people from the crowd.
Yeah,
Vax, just so we know everyone's safe.
that's what it is. So yeah,
Well, not, but then you got to wear 3 masks for the whole time.
N95s and 96, the whole gang.
everybody, baby, hot N97. I am going to be you know where I'm going to be, baby. You know, you're the diehards. If you listen, if you're a Patreon member and you come to my show, you know the fucking rules. You get kissed right on the lips. You identify yourself. I tap kiss you in front of everybody. Man, woman, child, whatever it is. I'll fucking kiss everybody if you're on the Patreon. This has been a year of Patreon shit now. We're not even at a year yet. We're at 10 months. And you guys, girls and babies, I mean, baby, I ain't buying Lady Gaga t-shirts on a whim if it's not for your support. You supported TT Jerry. TT Jerry's got a whole new life. Homeless Pimp's got a whole new wardrobe. You know?
I'm trying to get some new cubic zirconias.
Yeah.
Zirconiums.
On the last day, we introduced you to Chris Johnson. I mean, look at that, baby. Who do you know out there is doing graffiti, rocking double earrings? I mean, that looks like Shane. What's his name? Seamus?
Seamus.
It's like Seamus.
It's a damn Seamus.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, and
Seamus he got.
and if you're watching from Hey Babe, Patreon's going up soon.
Patreon is going up soon, but you know what? On the Hey Baby, you know what is the truth? Is the merch really is going up soon.
Oh, 2 weeks.
We started selling the merch.
At the shows this week.
At the shows this week. So, yeah, baby. So it's been good. It's been a blessing. Thank you for giving me a very great year. I mean, it's been unbelievable. We had our first TV show. We lost it. We had our first house. We lost it. and
The special.
we had our first special. We lost it. So we got nothing.
Gotta hold on to your wallet.
To hold on to wallet, but I had a beautiful life, beautiful year, beautiful family, and so it's just been great. And somehow, man, it's 2021. Tampa Tony's still alive. All you guys thought he was going to die in 2021. Wrong again. He lives to see another year. Way to go, Dad.
Don't be a fake, don't be a flake, don't run away from your feelings, babe. Don't be afraid, don't be ashamed, don't hesitate.